The damage control has begun by the three giants in the industry when it comes to loot boxes. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean surprise mechanics. This might not be the steps that we were all hoping for, but in my mind it is at least something, and I am pleased with that. I am someone that always says companies can redeem themselves in the industry, and I really do believe that them showing that they are taking small steps in the right direction is a positive, and it does count towards something. Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo are going to be enacting their own policies that require developers to disclose the odds of what you are able to open from paid loot boxes. Now, this is not going to happen immediately. They are supposed to enact this policy by the end of 2020, but some of the companies on the list that have already agreed to doing so are Activision Blizzard, Bandai Namco, Bethesda, Bungie, Ubisoft, Wizards of the Coast, and some others. But there are a lot of publishers that have not commented on if they will be doing this, which includes some names like 505 Games, Deep Silver, Capcom, Epic Games, Gearbox Publishing, Riot Games, Sega, and some various others. But this is all you can really expect from these developers. Of course, they are doing this because of the pressure they're feeling from consumers, along with politicians and also governments that are willing to ban loot boxes outright if they do not change their pace with their surprise mechanics. They probably figure that it is better to at least make a little bit of money from it, rather than getting them banned completely and then they can make nothing off of those consumers. There's still that worry, though, that adding the odds to the product won't actually change anything. That people will still purchase them because they want to be in that small percentage of people that actually have obtained that cosmetic or item. But even without the disclosure, people still feel that way, so it is a step in the right direction. And if you look at trading card booster packs, which I personally feel are a different type of item compared to loot boxes, they've always disclosed the rates at which you could pull a special type of card, like a mythic or a foil card, and that does not stop people from purchasing those types of items. I'm also sure that when it comes to when they implement these disclosures, that they will be hidden at the bottom of the screen away from the eyes of potential customers. I figure that they won't want to put it front and center, because as long as it is somewhere, that is what counts in their minds. I get it. They're a company and they need to try to figure out as many ways to make money as possible. And let's be honest, loot boxes sell no matter the contents or the games because people feel a rush when they open these products. When they open something and they do not get the product they want, it registers in their mind that they are one step closer to getting that item that they want. It's exciting to have a chance to own a rare or exclusive item that many other people do not have, and I completely understand that. I just hope that we see the odds being disclosed when it happens. They are not outrageous, because they never plan to release those numbers to the public, so now they could put an insane number and we can really realize how predatory they actually were going with their loot box odds. I also hope that it is very clear and transparent when you are purchasing a loot box and the drop rates are placed right in front of you. Maybe this will make consumers realize companies do not add loot boxes and microtransactions to their games for you to have fun. They only do it to open your wallet post-purchase to continue to create sales for their product. Because once a game stops making sales, then they move on to the next product, and they want to make as much money as they can off of one single game. But that is all that I wanted to talk about today, you guys. It is a small step, but it is definitely a step in the right direction, and I am glad that this is going to be enacted. Even if it's in almost a year, I do hope that most of the developers do agree to this and do actually follow along with this, and they do not reject the idea of adding this disclosure to their products. But I'm sure that there are going to be a lot of companies that do not want to do that, surely because they're afraid that people will actually realize how scummy they are. But if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to share it and give it a like. And of course, if you did not, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way. But I will talk to you guys again in the next video really soon.